Record. All right. Hello, my friend. Thank you so much for joining us. This is the Voyager Projects. This is our little gold nugget segment. And today you're going to be hearing from Judy Erickson. Sorry. And Judy is an author of the Voyager Projects. And in her chapter, she writes about grief. And so I want to explain a little bit about Judy, though, because you are an amazing creative muse. And Judy is an artistic director, performed playwright, entertainer, author, and so much more. And she's going to talk about grief today. And the thing about grief is that it's part of our evolutionary journey. And, we go through life and it's part of life. It's part of this journey, right? It's part of our evolution. And so I asked Judy a question because she recently lost her husband. It'll be a year, February 2nd, right? And so grief is fresh on her heart. And for any of us out there that are dealing with grief, this is one of those things that I think can help all of us. And the big question I asked her was, how does grief impact, influence, enhance, and develop our spiritual evolution? And she's going to take it away and give us her gold nuggets of wisdom. Thank you, my friend.
Hi, Colleen. Hi, everybody. Thanks for the opportunity. And I did put down a few notes. I just wanted to share with you that, we all experience grief in our lives. From the first time as a child we lose a beloved toy or a stuffed animal, or when we're thrown aside for someone more fun as a struggling tween or teen, or with the loss of our first love when the fireworks fizzle out and we're kind of left adrift. And then as we age, with the loss of family and friends. When I was jettisoned into grief in one swift and final movement, going from wife to widow in less than 48 hours, that opened me. It cracked me open in many ways that I never expected. And suddenly, and with no great fanfare, I began to notice how easy it was to stay connected with the soul and spirit of my beloved. So my true realization that I'd been doing this for and with many of my ancestors who had already passed, and it shone like a spotlight. Since then, I've felt illuminated and realized that my moments of meditation, the voices I hear, that intuitive aspect of making my way, most recently from Mexico to Maine, and then to my new home here in Ontario, are part of my path, not just of healing, but of knowing that instinct and gut feelings are all part of a spiritual evolution. And the one I have tuned into, and it's something I use to continue to choose next steps on a daily basis. Yeah, I cried for my loss, and I've cried for the anger and fear that I've felt and can still feel. But I'm also soothed knowing that those moments of intense emotion help to remove those blockages that I put in my own way. I've learned that surrender is a big open sesame step. My instinct to turn around and try to change what has happened, it's still alive, but I succumb to it less and less. There's nothing for me there anymore. What is past is truly gone. And it reminds me of a little quote from a favorite author and spiritual guide of mine, whose name is Tara Brach. You might know of her. She has a book called Radical Acceptance. And the quote is, we have to have the willingness to experience ourselves and our lives as it is. Thanks for letting me share. Thanks, Colleen. Thanks, everybody.
You are so welcome. Thank you for giving us that gold nugget.